Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today we got a review of the Centurion 701 or the Centurion 7/1, kind of whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it you're supposed to really say. I hear people say the Centurion 701, so I'll say that because that's what I've heard and that's about all I know. But we're doing a full review of this tank, and because this tank is amazing. This has got to be the best tier 9 medium tank in the entire game. This tank is actually amazing, and for one reason: Hesh. If you guys don't know what Hesh is, it's just very high pin HE, so big damage, very good pin for the HE. I mean, let me look here. What is the pin on this thing for its HE? Its Hesh has a penetration of 210 millimeters, and if you're running calibrated shells, that is up to 231, which is what I like to run, because whenever you're running a Hesh gun, calibrated is really worth it. And look at that max roll, 550 damage. So you're sitting at an alpha of 440 with around a 9-second reload on this thing at tier 9. It's absolutely amazing. You can pin tier 10 heavies pretty much everywhere on the sides, even some in the front of the tanks. You can pin basically every tier 9 almost anywhere, every tier 8 basically anywhere. It's just an absolute monster of a thing, this gun is. And the DPM you can pump out with this thing is amazing. It's around 3,000 DPM with this thing, and it really is just a joy to play. There's something about Hesh that's just really fun to shoot. I don't know why. It's because it feels almost like cheating, because you're doing so much more damage than you normally would with a gun that caliber. So it really is just really fun to play, and it probably makes it one of the best, if not, I would say personally, the best tier 9 medium, even passing stuff like the T54. And that's because this tank has just such good Hesh. That's how good I think Hesh is. Hesh is one of my favorite things in the game. Concerning a few other characteristics of the tank, of course, 1670 HP. On regular ammunition, you're sitting at a DPM. This is with calibrated, because that's what I'm running and would recommend running. You're sitting at kind of low. You're sitting at pretty low DPM. It's 2,367. Your reload is 8.87 seconds with fully trained crew and with calibrated. So that's where it kind of does lack the DPM with the regular shells because of that longer reload. But don't worry, when you're pulling that Hesh with a 9-second reload, with the 440 alpha, it is absolutely amazing and definitely worth it. As well, let me get down to the mobility here. It's decently mobile, 40 in forwards. As you can see, it's nothing super fast, similar to the Centurion 1 in speed. Armor profile, it's not actually horrible. It can get some bounces on your turret and stuff. You still really don't want to rely at all on it, because you're probably not going to get any. But you can occasionally get some bounces, and the armor isn't like horrific or anything like that. And you're not really going to get HE'd by anyone unless they're at your sides or rear. So armor's okay, mobility's okay, and then the gun is amazing. So it all makes it together as a pretty dang good tank. I've got over a 60% win rate in this, or no, over a 70%. I think I've got a 70% win rate in this, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe even more, which isn't half bad if I do say so myself. So as you see here, finished this game out with 4,103 damage, which isn't too shabby. As you can see, it was a first class with 1 kill as well. One thing about Hesh is you do lose credits, but since there's so few tanks with it, it really doesn't matter, because you're not going to really be in too much negative unless you do a lot of Hesh, which since I do use a lot of Hesh, I do lose a lot of credits generally. But yeah, the tank is amazing. For this tank, generally you want to push aggressive, just because you can really get off some good early shots with this tank, and it kind of decimates the enemy team if you get the Hesh playing right, because of that such high alpha. With that 440 alpha, that is like the highest medium alpha there is, besides like the Chimera. This is, of course, you're using Hesh compared to regular ammo. But yeah. It also has 10 degrees of gun depression, which is very nice. It can really helping with your armor, which isn't the best. It can really amplify it. And just look at that shot right there. Wow, this is a good gun. The base aim time is 1.90 seconds. Dispersion is 0.290, which is very good. It is a very accurate gun, I would have to say. It is decently hard to actually miss in this tank. As well, has very good velocity at 1,478 on the AP CR, which is the regular ammo, and 1173 on its regular. So it is a fast-moving gun. It's an accurate gun. Fast-moving guns usually help with accuracy. So yeah, you're going to be doing good in this. As you see, we decimated that tier 10 medium very easily. And that's kind of a regular thing you're going to be doing in this tank. Because of how good that Hesh is, you really can out-DPM a lot of those guys. And especially because you can out-trade them. You pull up, you do over 100 more damage to them. And then you pull back, you do it again and again and again until they are just nothing left of them. So as you can see here, the Hesh easily pins the side of the E100, and we are just farming this guy like crazy. Gotten in a couple Hesh shots into him. He's now down to a one shot, and I am just going to try to go for that little like lip right there. But yeah, I do bounce on it, unfortunately, which is unfortunate. We're going to pull back here because I noticed the VK is right here. And of course we can pin him with Hesh. There's basically nothing we can not pin with Hesh. So we do get a shell into him, and this E100 is still alive, but he does get taken out just then. So I am going to load up the regular HE. I pack like 2 because I'll run into WTs or a grill every now and then I just don't waste as many credits. I need to load up more like 4 or 5 because usually I use them almost every game because there's almost a WT every game. And that way you save some credits. That's kind of just a tip. Don't go full Hesh. I mean, just have a couple regular ammunition just so you're not going to always burn credits on something like a WT. Because there's no way you're going to miss. If you're going to not pin, you're not going to pin whether you have Hesh or regular HE or not. So yeah, that's the Centurion 701. Really enjoyable tank to play. Really fun. I highly recommend it. About to get the FV to the tier 10 FV. Really hyped for it because I love Hesh. And nice shot right there. So yeah, that's the Centurion. Highly recommend it. One of the best tanks out there for tier 9. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.